A very good morning to you from the Moxie Hotel here at Heathrow Airport, where I'm buttoning up a shirt that cost me £1.99 from the charity shop. Now me and my shirt are off somewhere today that we really don't belong. We're going to be flying to Seattle, Washington with Virgin Atlantic, but we're going to be in the upper class cabin. Now, while that's something I really can't afford, it's also a trip that I couldn't afford not to take. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video and see the price that I paid and the saving that I made, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get off to Heathrow Terminal 3 and get this really exciting day started. Now, the airport's actually only about 3 kilometres away from here, and a taxi costs about 20 quid, believe it or not. But I still think we should make an exception today and arrive in style at the Virgin Atlantic upper class wing. Aye, so let's go and try and grab an Uber. Morning, mate.
Morning. This is bad idea.
Welcome to Virgin Flight Crew.
Have a very safe journey.
Thank you.
Nice.
See you soon. So here we are at the Virgin Atlantic upper class wing, which feels very private and exclusive, away from the main terminal. And also security here, it should be a lot quicker. Well, that was an absolute breeze, almost worth what I paid for the ticket just to avoid security. Now it's like a proper high-end shopping mall in here with plenty of expensive places to eat. But all my food should be free at the lounge, if I can find it. Lounges, Virgin Atlantic Clubhouse, Lounge H. It's very easy to get lost here. I'm not normally in this part of an airport. The lounge has certainly changed a lot since the last time I was here. This used to be a spa, but that's been closed for obvious reasons. And they've replaced it with these little cabanas, which are very Instagrammable, aren't they? And I'm looking a wee bit confused because we've also got Peloton bikes in here now, which I don't imagine get much use, especially when you consider the bars next door. I think this is all just a marketing ploy. Nice view for a workout though, eh? I was walking about in my big jacket and bag, forgetting of course there is a cloakroom, and that makes a lot of sense. Feels a lot better. Of course, I don't need to tell you, this is my favourite spot to pass some time, and this is also where you get access to the wee outdoor balcony, which I don't think it was open the last time I was here, but it looks like it is today. Okay, not the best day for it, but what a beautiful spot up here. The great thing about this lounge is wherever you plonk yourself down, whether in the formal dining area or just in some random seat, it's all table service and someone will come over very quickly and give you whatever you want. It's very busy in here this morning, so I'm not going to go wild with filming, but it's a very nice lounge. You get the idea. Bye lounge, hope to see you again sometime. Thank you, see you later.
Oh, thank you, bye.
Right, I'm going to head off to the gate now. They do announce flights in the lounge, so you're not going to get any nasty surprises, but I just like to get to the gate a wee bit early and take some photos of the plane, you know.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to call forward our customers travelling around the class cabin in seat rows 1 to 11.
Good morning.
Hello, my love, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Where are we? 11A.
Got a quick picture.
That's a welcome aboard, isn't it? Thank you. I'm actually really impressed with this seat. I know it's quite an old design now, but love it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
It's a raspberry something. It's got champagne in it though. Oh, that's good. Cheers, folks.
Jump on the slide, and when you get to the end, move away quickly. Now sit back and enjoy your flight. And thanks for watching.
About to take off, so please make sure all seat belts are tightly fastened. Thank you. I'm going to be your flight service manager on this non-stop service, the BS 105 to Seattle.
Right, let's have a look around our home for the next 10 hours or so. First we've got the screen, which, while not the biggest in the sky, it swivels round nicely for a comfortable viewing position. I also found the touchscreen responsive as I flicked through the mix of new and classic movies. More than enough for any length of flight. Over your left shoulder you'll find a wee table, and that's got the reading light above it, while on the right hand side you've got the seat controls, which will do everything except convert your seat into a lie flat bed. Those controls are found here on the other side. The ottoman is a nice open space and doubles up as a seat for a dinner guest if required. The headphones you'll get on board are like standard issue airline supply, and while they're okay, it's still best to bring your own if you can. I like the option, as you can see here, to keep the map on the handset while watching a movie on the bigger screen. The main dining table pops out from the side of your seat, and it's big and sturdy enough for you and a guest. It's also got a good range of movement, so as you can see here, you can just about squeeze in and out of your seat while the table's in position. I'll be sure to drop all the menus on right at the end of the video, but my next drink you see here was a Ruby Sipper cocktail, and very nice it was too. Now, lunch service wasn't too far away at this point, and as we waited there were some beautiful views over the familiar landscape of home as we passed over the Western Isles of Scotland. Also look out for a tantalising peak at St Kilda and a transatlantic race with another unidentified airline. It's up to you. If you prefer, you can have your lunch at the bar like this guy, but I preferred to be at my seat. And the crew will come round and lay out your table very nicely.
Morning, my darling, you okay?
I ended up going with a beetroot starter, which was a really good choice, super tasty and I'd recommend. This was the only part of the flight though where I found the seat a bit narrow. Not much elbow room when eating, but believe me, as someone who's more used to trying to eat lasagna on a Ryanair flight, I'm really not complaining. Mains were served just as we were passing by Iceland, although with the cloud there wasn't much of it to be seen today. I'd pre-ordered a chicken curry, but to be honest it tasted more like a Witherspoons than a premium meal, so not the best, although dessert was to make up for that disappointment. Oh, that's really good. I chose well for dessert. I had a wee bit of chicken pie envy at the main. I think I should have gone for the pie. But still, the curry was fairly nice, but this dessert is just delicious. Although the truth is I wasn't really tired, it's hard to turn down the luxury of a bed on board a plane. So I decided to have a nap, and the lovely Rachel helped turn my seat into something a wee bit more comfortable. I think it's fair to say bed mode is where this seat really comes into its own. It's super comfortable, loads of room, lengthwise I've still got space beyond my feet and I'm over 6 feet tall. And also your feet aren't stuck in a little cubby like in some business classes. Up this end there's bags of room. I just wish I had this seat for the overnight flight coming back. Ice cream before bed, it just doesn't get any better than this, does it? At least it's peppermint flavour. I can say this is my toothpaste. I must admit it's hard to fall asleep with views like this out the window, but I still managed to drift off for a good 2.5 hours of deep sleep. Got about 2 hours to run now, it's time to get some food. Now I chose the fish sandwich for my pre-arrival snack, but this was seriously small. I've actually got a feeling that they'd run out and just gave me whatever was left. They did feel sorry for me though and made sure that I got some nice warm scones and gooiness with my mug of tea. And this just totally sums up this crew. They were absolute stars and nothing was too much trouble for them. They clearly really cared about their passengers and looked after us all so well.
Again, final indication we're coming into land, so please make sure all seatbelts are tightly fastened. That's 7 hours behind the UK.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
For the wheelchair.
Welcome to Seattle. It's all over. I swear we were on that plane for about 10 hours. It felt like half an hour. It was so good. Oof. Best flight I think I've ever had. Right, that's me through security and into the United States after the inevitable 1,000 questions that you get when you're a guy travelling on your own. Coming here for just 2 nights and then going home again, it's all very suspicious, isn't it? And people really don't understand that you just enjoy flying. They don't get that at all. But anyway, I've just got to go through this car park now, and that'll take me to the light rail, and then the light rail will take me right into downtown Seattle. Aye, once you actually find the light rail, this is such a good way to get into town. It's cheap, it's fast, and there's some really nice scenery thrown in for free.
Trains are running every 10 minutes. Train bell riding. Please stay behind the yellow line. Please stand behind the yellow line until the train stops. Holding doors delays trains for all riders. This is the 1 line to Northgate.
Yeah, so like I say, that's the best flight I've ever been on, and despite that being the old upper class seat, I actually thought it was really good. Now of course the big problem with that seat is that the window seats face away from the windows, but I actually found that my seat at the back of the cabin, 11A, was quite well aligned and I could get a view out the window without hurting my neck too much. But as always, the biggest difference with Virgin Atlantic is the cabin crew and how they just continue to wow their passengers, and it was no different on this flight. So now let's have a look at the numbers. How much did I pay for this flight and how was I able to get it so cheap? I will say straight away that initially I booked a return in premium economy with points, but as you can see here, you can take your luck with a bid for an upgrade on the website, and I bid the minimum possible, £400, and couldn't believe when it was accepted. Now I realise £400 is a lot of money, but look at what a one-way fare was for the very seat that I was sitting in. Clearly it's not worth almost 10 grand, but it is what it is, and I call that a saving of about 95%. Crazy but true, and here's the email to prove it. Now I've got a theory that this is Virgin's way to get at least some revenue from a points passenger, but I didn't quite have the budget to test that theory on the way home as well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So thanks for watching today, and I will see you next week with a look at my one day in Seattle. In the meantime, take care, and I'll see you all soon.
I'm a traveling spirit, I've seen many shores, from the West Pacific to the island of Kenya. They treat me like a son anywhere I go, and even though no one can tell, I still feel that I'm alone. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone. Leave me stranded, I know how to handle it all on my own. On my own. I have learned that no one else can carry this load. It's a train where I'm the only passenger on board. Oh, there is beauty to enjoy on this road, but even so, I still feel that